administration. The question I'm asking us today is, with all of these experiences in the past, are we showing forth good energy that is required for our survival as a continent? Because what these people did, they made a move. They were not sure where they were going. They just decided to make a move. And they will travel all the way overseas, only for few of them to come and bondage a whole continent. It is still a big mystery to me today. But one of the factors that have helped me to understand part of the mysteries is that the lizard can never go into a wall if the wall has not opened its mouth. So if there are so many factors responsible for our being incarcerated, our being enslaved, it is because there was no oneness in our forefathers. Because from history you might not have been told that even brothers will because of mirror, will because of wine, will because of items sell brothers. How many of you remember this movie, The Narrow Path by Uncle Tunde Kilani? The Narrow Path, that the guy slept with the lady because of mirror or because of Saturday night powder. I hope you are understanding it now. So what they carried out was survival of the fittest. That at the end of the day, they sat down and they said, what will become of our children if we continue to live like this without going over the board for them? And they did that and they succeeded, and they are still succeeding. So I'm asking us today, as a people of color, what energy are we outputting to make sure that our survival of the fittest struggle is well enhanced, not only because of us, but are we thinking about how our offsprings will live their lives where we might have gone? That aside, this question should go to all African leaders who are shamefully African politicians, who either they were learned or or illiterate, like many of them in Nigeria. Where do we begin to ask these leaders questions about tomorrow? Unfortunately, even from the ecological niche of a family, you know what they call ecological niche? A place that any living thing can call a home. Just like maybe under the stone now, you find a crab. Under that stone is the ecological niche of that crab or a small fish. Now, in an ecological niche of human beings that we can call family, we have seen a lot of times that parents do not even love their own children. How can such parents even appreciate the kids of others? One, when you see all our environment, what exactly is the importance of our leaders from time immemorial, since independence of each African nation? Let me now go to the people who thought that their survival of the fittest is still working. That is why I call it a warning to the world leaders. Consider this. Currently, in foreign countries, I remember about 12 years, 13 years when I left or when I traveled. When you wanted to see a specialist due to health issues, immediately you will see. In Canada, you will see your specialist, you will see your doctor, you do. Today, you can be on the waiting list for another 2, 3, 4 months. You have not been able to get a call from the person that will attend to you, unless if you are having an emergency. You can ask around if I am lying. When you go to other sectors, you will notice that there are vacancies already being created in different sectors. And why are these vacancies or vacuums being created? One, people are getting old and they are retiring. Number two, death, which nobody can escape. Number three, lack of passion again for that particular career. And that is why maybe abroad now, I can wake up tomorrow and say, you know what, this, maybe I'm into oil and gas, I'm tired of it. I want to go for radiography or sonography or whatever, because I'm not having interest in what I'm doing again. So that also creates vacuum, and a lot of other reasons. And gradually, the leaders of first world nations, they are so wicked in their hearts that they themselves presume that they are killing the dog. Just like this parasite, they said, the parasite presumes that it is killing the dog. Meanwhile, it is itself that it is killing. I will explain that. They will have forgotten that ikun japa, ikun ready, ikun mo pe ohun to dùn ló ń pa ni. When the parasite is done consuming the dog, what is left for them to eat? And immediately the dog gives up. It will decompose. It goes back into what we call what is this cycle? Carbon cycle of the world. Finally, the parasites too, as a result of lack of food, they give up. So you understand that proverb now, that the parasites are killing themselves, but they are presumed that they are killing the dog. This is the scenario, this is the case with respect to the current world leaders. Because why? Because they are senseless, and it is not because they are only senseless, because of the wickedness of their hearts. I will tell you, that's why I'm speaking English, so that they will understand my message. The reason why their nations were able to stand till maybe about 5-10 years ago, because it's not the same story. Things are changing so fast. The only reason why these countries developed like we are seeing is because so many Africans, they were brought from Africa. They helped in building these nations. History has been truncated, and they will never tell you the true inventors of so many of these things we're enjoying today. Are you understanding my talk? They will never tell you that so many of these things we're enjoying that we call technology, they were actually invented by many of our forefathers. So if you're out there as a result of you defending Christianity or Islam, you are of the class that says that after all, they brought civilization, they brought technology. It is the biggest lie from the pit of wherever it is coming from. Because our forefathers started their own technological advancement before they came? Were they the ones that taught our forefathers how to plant, how to make their own food? Were our forefathers not making sanyan, ofi, hero, and all of that? Were our forefathers not building roofs over their own head? What are the basic needs of life? Food, clothing, and shelter. Were our forefathers, due to hunting activities, were they not making Dane guns? Now imagine if they did not come to truncate that development. Imagine where Africa will be today. So if you are one of those people from my continent and you are being made to feel inferior to them, I am encouraging you today. Please, you are someone that should be seen on a high hierarchy, on a high level. That is how I carry myself. No matter who you are, with your color, I go show you, say, my forefathers transmitted something into me, something we then call IQ and brain.